Hi guys, and today I'm just going to show you this customized Bacchus 24 that I have here. Now I customized this myself because when this bass came into me, it was originally black hardware. Sorry, it was originally black paint, and it had been scuffed and scratched so badly, and even written upon, and had stickers all over it and stuff as well. It was just an ugly mess, basically. It was sad to see. So what I did was I stripped it down and just oiled the natural wood there, and the grain on it is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can see that, but the whorls in the wood here are beautiful. This is older, by the way. It's a two-piece older body, and a three-piece maple neck. You got high-end Goto tuning heads, and you know this is a really high-end Bacchus instrument from the year 2004. It retailed at about 240,000 yen. It's a 24 custom Alder, and I'm working on this custom scratch plate for it right now. This scratch plate is not finished yet, but will be in due course very soon. I purposely left it on here so you can see the kind of shape and design that I've given to it, and also part of the way through the process of finishing as well. So this bass has, I've left the sides black, repainted them a bit as well, which contrasts nicely with the wood tones in there. So the bass plays absolutely beautifully and sounds fantastic, as you would expect for high-end Bacchus. What you've got inside here is a Bartolini preamp that powers these two custom shop Bacchus JV ALV pickups, which are wood covered. Really quite beautiful. You've got maple settings, and then on top the table of the pickup is walnut, I believe. Very pretty. So looks good, and it plays just fine. You know, it's feels great. The string spacing on this one, I believe, is 17 millimeters pitch, which is a little bit small for me personally. But the 24, I think, was built for people with smaller hands, and it's for maximum access. You know, it's got the 24 frets, and you've got this lovely cutaway. I love the shape of the 24. It's one of my favorite Bacchus designs. Just the shape of the body is beautiful, and the cutaway makes it so easy to access the top fret there. So that's a really good feature. And let me just talk about the controls here. You got a main volume here. You got your pickup balancer here. So it's got a notch in the middle as well, so that you can feel when you have the pickups balanced. You've got your passive active switch here, and over here you've got a bass boost and cut, and here you've got a mid treble kind of sweep EQ, and that's it for the controls. A little bit simpler than the new line of 24, but the sad thing is that the 24 has now been relegated to not the handmade line of bacchus, but the craft series, and now they're making a much plainer looking 24, and also it lacks the dB bridge these days. Unfortunately, Bacchus has trouble now sourcing this bridge, which I believe is one of the best bridges that was ever on the market. I absolutely love this bridge, and it's really sad that unfortunately Bacchus can't source them anymore. So instead, Bacchus is using high-end Goto bridges, which is the same kind of bridge that you would see on other high-end instruments from Atelier Z and from ESP. ESP especially uses that same Goto bridge that Bacchus now uses. Actually, you can see that bridge over here on this new Bacchus DX over here. But anyway, my personal preference is the DB bridge on this one, because the saddle adjustment is beautiful. You've got three-way saddle adjustment, which means that you can set it up for kind of, you can really tailor your setup to suit you. So that's a really great feature on this as well, and any of the older Bacchus instruments. And let's just you already heard me playing it a little bit, but in passive mode, let me talk about the passive mode. The passive mode has the ability to dial the pickups and balance them, and the main volume. The EQ is completely bypassed in passive mode. What you get is just a working tone. In the active mode, however, of course, that activates the preamp, and you get the much more punch and depth. As you could hear, that just sounds absolutely awesome. And that's why I play Bacchus almost exclusively these days. Anyway, so that's with the bass fully dialed up and the treble rolled off, actually. And the pickups were balanced there. If I dial the treble up, you get more. It can get very, very bright. So I prefer, my setting is to have the treble just a little bit dialed up, mostly rolled off, and the bass full up. And that gives me a nice tone for soloing too. And if you dial the rear pickup, the 24 has a more modern sound, I think, than the other Bacchus high-end basses, such as the old standard, which has more of a kind of Fender jazz bass tonality to it. This has a slightly more modern sound in that there's a little bit more clarity, I think. It's a less fuggy sounding instrument. Yeah. Mind you, the tonal variety you can get on it is comprehensive, and it's just as much as you're going to be able to get on the new range of Bacchus 24 anyway. The new range of Bacchus 24, by the way, uses the Aguilar OBP 2 amp, which is the same amp that is used in this new range of standards, which I have in the background here. I have done a review on that too, if you want to look it up. I do love the OBP preamp as well, but it has a different quality again to the XTCT. So I think the XTCT has this slightly more analogy solidness to it. It's not so transparent sounding. So yeah, let's just have a listen to the sustain. Now I'm just playing the open E and just see how long that sustains for. The other thing about this bass, as you can see, I'm holding it up pretty effortlessly here. It's not very heavy. I think this is probably about 3.4 kilograms, 3.5 kilograms maybe, because the body is smaller than your average jazz bass, and it's a little bit slimmer, and the cutaways on it, the contouring, allows it to be very comfortable and also a little lighter. The other point about this is it has the bolt on neck has 6 bolts. It's very solid, and the neck goes quite deep. The neck joint goes quite deep down into the body for more sustenance and tone. I think that's why you get these very clear highs. You know, the highs are really quite beautiful. You know, they really sing. So yeah, I mean, there you go. I think I've shown you everything you need to know about this bass, and this is on my eBay store. I'm putting it up for sale, although I'm not too fussed if nobody buys it. But it's going up there for around $1,000, which is actually a very good price for a genuine first generation 24, because these are not made anymore, and you cannot find this DB bridge on the market anymore, which is an unfortunate thing. However, you know, having said that, the new range of Bacchus that uses the high-end Goto bridge now really holds its own. I mean, it's just as good. It's just as good as the other high-end basses on the market. Although I have to say, I think, in my opinion, the DB bridge is a nicer bridge, although it doesn't have the string through capability that this one does. So anyway, that's it. That's the Bacchus 24. This is a 5-string model. It is available now, and actually I have lots of Bacchus basses available. Pretty much, if you want to get a Bacchus instrument, high end or mid range, I don't deal with the low end entry level instruments. I just deal with the high end and mid range instruments. If you're interested, check them out, and check out my eBay store. And just to clarify, the high end range is the handmade range, and now the craft series as well is borderline high end. Mid range is like the global series now. Entry level is Universe series. So that's it.